Good morning, and I hope you've been well, and this is part 5 of the Forest of Drizzling Rain playthrough. So to recap the last episode, we wandered some more around the Annex. We got caught by the swordsman. I forgot his name. I believe it starts with the letter K. We learned that the the officer, the young girl, and I got caught, brought us to this living room, front area, whatever you want to call it. We learned a few things, like how that swords guy can't really talk. He has to write on notes to communicate, but he can hear us totally fine. We learned that us being there is a little bit of a rocky road, I guess is how I'm gonna word it, because we admitted about who our grandfather was and our family, and since they seem to be a very, small kind of village kind of thing, however you want to word it, that they're very, very aware of our family. And originally, Swords Guy wanted us to leave and go home. We explained our reasonings on why we wanted to be here. The officer was like, hey, since there's not really a hotel or anything like that, you should stay here. The young schoolgirl defended us. Swords Guy was like, yeah, fine, whatever. And we're told to not leave the Annex, and I believe afterwards we are thinking about leaving the next day. So yeah, not the best recap, but just to keep a, how do I want to word it? Just to keep it simple is all. Okay, on to reading. Come drink some water. Mercy, thank you very much. Please believe me, we didn't steal a single grain of steel. So why must we continue to be punished like this? Because of that, I lost another child tonight. Is there anything I can do? Please, oh please, my child, please mourn for my child. Alright, I shall prepare a proper burial. Mercy, you are so kind. It feels like I saw a really weird dream. Huh? I can't remember what I dreamt about, even though it was just a moment ago. I kinda hate when that happens. Like, you have like this really like interesting dream, and then you wake up and it's like, what was that again? Sometimes you can remember, but a lot of the time you really don't. But I guess to be fair, I don't really dream like a ton. Like, sometimes I do. Other times I feel like it's just black, or when the occasional sleep paralysis kind of happens, so yeah. But anyways, it's all fuzzy. Maybe I'm just tired from everything that happened yesterday. At least it's a nice day today. I want to feel positive while looking into my parents' past. Now, I do want to save here. I do want to go back to the main menu though, because we did get a new bookmark. So we got this over here. I guess we must have missed one then. I'm not sure what we would have missed then. Some sort of choice then. Bookmark, Shadow of Memories. Well, that's kind of intense. Using a rope to keep her constrained? I mean, I guess with it being like a small village, she's done this on multiple occasions, so I mean, you think you'd have like handcuffs or something, but who knows, maybe this is like an older year or something, but I don't really know. Kind of wacky and a little bit goofy at the same time. Okay. Rain continues. And off we go. There might be some mice, so I don't want to open it again. Okay. Oh, this must have been one of the ruins. I think I remember something like that happening. It's full of old and dust-ridden books. Read Ezekawa Village Folktale, The Taking Spirit and the Guardian. Ezekawa Village Folktale, The Taking Spirit and the Guardian. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful woman in the village. Eventually, the woman used her beauty to enthrall the men of the village and made them do bad things. Actually, we've read this, haven't we? I guess I'll read it just in case if it might be different or there might be more to it. The village fell into decline while the wives and children of the men went hungry. One day, the evil woman was run out of the village and into the mountains. But instead of ceasing her evil ways, the woman transformed into a monster. The woman became the taking spirit and kidnapped many children who wandered into the forest, throwing them down to hell. Even at the village, men went into the forest to vanquish her. Then one day came a light mist like rain, and the taking spirit suddenly came down to the village along with it. Where are my children? Where are my children? The forest doesn't have enough children. Now give me your children. At the moment, one of the villagers approached the taking spirit. Strangely, the taking spirit didn't attack the villager. The brave villager then threw a glowing blue stone at the taking spirit. Once the taking spirit was hit, she let out a wail and returned to the forest. Now, I do remember there was that stone thing in the basement area that was like glowing and whatnot. I think I'm putting two and two together. Might be a stretch, but would be kind of interesting if that was that stone. I know, to be fair, this is like a folktale kind of story, so we don't know if it is or isn't true. But it is kind of interesting to kind of think about. The villager who threw the stone begged the taking spirit not to take any more children, and she never came to the village again. The villager became known as the guardian deity and continued to protect the village. Children no longer entered the forest, and the village recovered. Okay, so it seems to be about the same then. Now, I can't help but also put together some similarities, like how Mr. Swordsman kind of like guards this annex, this building, the archives, however you want to call it or word it. And, you know, kind of like strangers kind of like wandering on in and whatnot during like the past hours, just trying to, you know, protect this area. So, I don't know. It seems like there are some slight similarities with that kind of stuff. And I can understand why he wants to be cautious with, you know, people coming on in. But I don't know, just me thinking out loud, but of course there's definitely more to it because of us, you know, talking about our family, so yeah. I guess I should go greet the caretaker, though he's a little scary. Was the caretaker's room on the first floor? I mean, I kind of want to explore, but I think I'll make the choice to go immediately to the caretaker. I think that's what I would want to do in this situation. I believe it was somewhere over here. Hey, hey. Good morning. Thanks for letting me stay here yesterday. And I still want to know more about my family, so can I look around the archives some more? What are you searching for? There isn't much left from the previous owners. Most of it was thrown away. Oh, that really sucks. I guess kind of hearing that news as well, you can see why he's very protective of the space because of, I guess, you know, stuff being thrown away. And again, there is something with the whole family thing, but again, I've been saying that multiple times, so yeah. But I found a photo album yesterday. If I can learn more about my parents, even just a little bit. You could look in any of the unlocked rooms. Thank you. But don't go outside of the archive. Oh, but I don't have food or supplies for my stay. I really didn't expect there wouldn't be a hotel here. Okay. That was awkward. Well, anyway. That is kind of odd though, because it's like... I'm not sure what the big deal is with us not being allowed to leave. I don't know if he's worried about us stealing things, or again, something more. I'm not certain. Now, I know there's probably not much purpose looking around this area, but I think it's worthwhile just to do it, just in case. Okay, so I guess we're not going back down there again. And I assume no going into the bathroom areas. Okay. So nothing to look in there. Okay, I guess I can't look at the photograph there. Eating and drinking in open flames are strictly prohibited indoors. Smoking is permitted outside. So there's the layout there. I don't think I need to look at that since it's pretty bright in here. Donations to the archive are greatly appreciated. Let's see. Please note that I communicate via writing as Echoa Village caretaker. I see. The bookshelf seems to have a book that may be related to Azakoa Village. There's a page with something written about Azakoa Village. Mysterious disappearance, discourse, read. I turn to a page that looks relevant. I don't know if I remember this or not, but we'll read it nonetheless. Mysterious disappearances, discourse, 1980 something publishers. Chapter 5, I think that is? 5, 6, something of the sort. Azakoa Village, belief in the taking spirit. The village is surrounded by mountains, but part of the road there is closed off. That is due to their beliefs since ancient times. Children's disappearances have been blamed on the taking spirit. But as I have previously mentioned, this is also part of our local folklore, and is just an example of the mountain worship or tales of being spirited away. I believe legends like this exist due to the villages trying to ease the pain of those who have lost their relatives, by creating a convenient story to explain why children go missing or die tragically in the mountains. But these legends are also peculiar. I think I read that weird, sorry. For a long time, it was passed down by word of mouth to avoid leaving a written record, if I could speak right, sorry. But in recent times, the village elders ordered it to be written down as a warning. Many elders still believe in the legend, and they continue to fervently insist that countless children have gone missing in the mountains since ancient times. However, due to mass communication, belief in the taking spirit has started to fade among young villagers. Skepticism is also growing concerning restricted parts of the mountain, with beliefs that it hinders the building of new real estate, such as recreational facilities. Interesting. So a little bit of lore there with the history. Okay, nothing else on these bookshelves. Guess we'll wander over here. Do not leave with reference books without notice. Inform the caretaker if you require copies. A painting titled The Sound of Rain. There's a TV and VHS player if I can read right. The TV's playing a video, tape of some kind. Watch the video. Sure, why not? Lecture searching for the lost mountain folk, my life with folklore, 1970 something, university, professor something, retirement, thesis, recording. In modern days, a guardian would be a type of fortune teller. During the Pacific War, mothers whose sons became soldiers would come pray to these guardians. Guardians were once present throughout Japan. It was a good way for single women to make money. However, in many of the villages I looked into, most of them were doing nothing more than acting as mediums or claiming to have second sight. Only Azekawa village was completely different from the rest. In that village, the guardian was actually a man. He didn't act as a fortune teller, but more like a shaman who prayed to the spirits of the mountain. He was flashy but didn't care about profit. His position appears to be hereditary, however you say that correctly. In the past, I heard this person had tremendous power in the village, but it seems to be only a matter of time before they become obsolete. Even heard people from the village town hall saying things like, "This cult-like custom is an embarrassment." The village elders were quite angered by that, but the person to become the guardian is to be kept inside until they turn 7. Only then can they take their first steps outside. That must be a hard custom to observe in this day and age. The village guardian, now that I think about it, there was someone with that name in the picture book in my room. The shelf is full of educational videos for children. So maybe it's like a thing that, like the original, I guess, like guardian from the folklore, as like the family lineage went down, 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 and down, it kind of like passed on. So maybe something like that is at play, question mark? I'm not really certain, but just an idea. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there, I had to get some water. So this is the showroom. I didn't get a chance to look around yesterday. Might as well take a peek. Azekawa Village Archive Showroom, please do not touch the exhibits. Can I... There we go. Luminous stone vase. A vase made from luminous stone and emits a faint blue light? Is that what it said? Yeah, blue light, okay. Luminous stone fragment, sorry. Luminous stone is native to Azekawa Village. They emit light under certain conditions, but the cause is unknown. Map of Azekawa Village, a very old map that is different from the present. The mountains behind the archive are left out completely. The blank generation village guardian, an old photo of an unfamiliar person. View of Mount Kinobori, a landscape painting of Azekawa Village. It shows the natural beauty of the area. Luminous stone. This is a luminous stone that has been cut into a sphere, used in exorcisms and rituals by the village guardian. Luminous stone trinkets. The people of Azekawa Village have worn luminous stone trinkets since ancient times. They are said to repel evil and were often given to children. However, there is currently a shortage of luminous stone and artisans that work with them, making them very precious. I have more or less seen everything now, but it's also strange. Azekawa Village sure has a lot of mysterious stories, but I can't find out anything about my parents with the stuff here. I know she said we pretty much seen everything, but I still want to at least like look around. So that's locked. So no going out there. Maybe over here? Okay. That's the exhibit that we just went into. What about back up here? This is... yeah, that's our room. I guess I could save real quick, actually. So that's locked. Maybe we actually gotta go back to the caretaker. Alright, I should take a closer look at that album from yesterday. There's a file with documents about Azakawa Village Archive. Okay, so I think it was like back here. Before that... okay. Dust-ridden documents and old equipment that have been left out. I think it's this one here. There's a photo album. It contains many old photos of Kiichiro and Kenji. Since I'm here, I want to take a good look at these albums. So Mom and Dad lived here when they were young. There aren't any photos from when I was young here either. There's so much I didn't know, so it feels weird. Sorry, that I don't know. But there's not much that can tell me about my family. Maybe there's something in one of the other rooms. I'll ask the caretaker about the rooms that are still locked. Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna go well. It's gonna write on a note, "No. Get out. Only unlock doors." Something of the sort. Maybe if we say please. That might do something. I guess we'll find out. It's locked. There's a note on the door. Gone out. Okay. Now what? Huh? Is someone at the door? I guess I should go check. Might as well. This wouldn't result in anything bad, would it? Now, to be fair, he said to not leave. He didn't say it could open the door, though. Or couldn't open the door. Hello? It's you. Huh? Oh, you're from yesterday. I didn't hear anything about the place being closed today. Why is it closed? Oh, I guess it really is. 1 second. No padlock. I could just open it. We're totally gonna get in so much trouble, aren't we? I mean, to be fair, like, I'm really curious about that. Like, why is it a thing where he's like, you can't leave? Like, we're an adult, we can go out and about, why not? But I guess there might be something more to it, though. That's the thing, I don't really know. Because, like, I don't really think it's... I mean, like, I get it, like, the situation from the last episode, yes, was a little bit rocky. And I think everyone should share some fault. Except for the officer. He's just doing his job. Caretaker running with the sword is a little bit wacky. We just want to know about our parents and our past. The girl here... she's just being a girl. I don't know. But the point is, like... I just don't really know why we're not allowed to leave. And I'm just kind of curious about that. It really is you. Hi there. Hi. Hey, do you know why the archive is closed? Oh, probably because the caretaker went out. Probably. I was looking for him too, but it looks like he's gone. Huh? So he locked you in here without saying anything? The heck? It's like he's keeping you prisoner. Huh? Oh, he's awful. He should have told you before leaving. You're supposed to be a guest here. Well, I'm really causing trouble for him. But he did give me permission to look around. Well, isn't that nice? Are you still looking? Yeah, but the rest of the rooms I want to check are locked. Then why don't you come with me? He insisted that I don't go out, though. But you won't learn about the village by just staying in the archive, right? It's a quiet place, but also pretty boring. But I guess there's nothing in the village either. Well, I am curious about the village too. But the caretaker said... Oh. He's just concerned about the forest. Huh? Just don't go in the forest. Besides, you don't need to listen to everything the caretaker says. He's the one being weird, you're a guest of the village, so why should you follow his orders? That's what I'm saying. I side with her on this one. Because, like, if he's doing it to be, like, protective, like, I understand it, I get that, but I mean, like, we're an adult. We can go out and about. I don't think it's fair for us to stay, stuck in this archive, for who knows how long. We should be able to, get some sunlight, fresh air. I'm with her on this one. I guess I need food, towels, and other things for my stay. You didn't bring underwear, did you? I guess I need those too. Anyway, do you know where the store is? Okay. Fine, I'll show you the way. Really? Thank you. No need. Let's go. Caretaker gonna find us and get pretty mad. Just waiting for it. Hey. What? Everything happened so quickly yesterday that I couldn't even get your name. Can you tell me if that's okay? Miyako Sakuma. Or Sakuma? I think that's how you say it. Something of the sort. I see. So, Mimi, huh? Don't call me that. It makes me sound like a little kid. So embarrassing. Alright. Then, how about Miko? No one's ever given me a nickname before. So, are nicknames like normal for city people or something? Not really. I just thought it was cute. City people are weird. Yes, they are. But, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Wow, it's so green here. It kind of makes me excited. Huh, there's literally nothing here. Maybe, but I still think it's pretty. Isn't life in the city way more exciting? There's department stores, and CD shops, and arcades, and convenience stores. Crap. I knew I should have stayed at the archive. Sorry, you're on your own from here. Just go straight and look for the sign at the crossroads, you'll be fine. Huh, what's wrong? It's nothing. And don't tell anyone you saw me either. Huh? Officer! What's going on, dude? You know what, I bet she probably saw this dude in the distance and is like, I'm booking it, I'm out of here. I'm not trying to get tied up with a rope again. Ah. Hey, you're that girl from yesterday. Sorry this is out of nowhere, but have you seen Miyako around? Huh? It seems like she's skipping school again. Ah, so that's... okay. I see. Is that so? Right, she should be in school right now. Dude. I didn't see anything, dude. Alright. If you see her, could you talk to her? She's got a lot going on, you see. So how about you? Are you heading to the village now? Now, I'm not sure if it's the wise thing or not, but she seems chill. She seems cool. She just, kind of like gave us some motivation to get on out and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'll help her out. Yes, I was on my way to buy some things for my stay. Also, I strongly doubt any kids actually watch these kind of videos. I don't think anyone really does, but if anyone's watching, if you're in school, college, and whatnot, stay in school, don't skip it. Yeah, okay. I see. Well, since you're here, you should take a look around the village too. It's nice. Okay, I'm back. I died for a second and needed some water. It's a nice little village that's a lot greener and quieter than the city. Of course, it really is beautiful here. You're on summer break, right? I know you came here for a reason, but it's also important to have some fun once in a while. So take your time and enjoy exploring the village. Thanks, officer. Have some fun and take my time, huh? But now it's not really the time for that. Right, because she's not really here for a vacation. She's here to learn about her past. Anyway, I should hurry and get my shopping done. There are two paths. Why is my... Okay. It just seemed kind of odd because like normally it's like in the middle area, isn't it? Or maybe because... I see. Okay, because we're a little bit low like that. Okay. There's just rice fields this way, so there wouldn't be any shops. You know what? It's an old, worn-out payphone. It looks like it's on its last legs. Yeah, since we are about 30 minutes in, I think we'll stop here. I think it's a good episode to stop at, and then the next episode we'll take a look at the village, probably get the caretaker pissed off at us, but that's okay. That's okay. We live and learn, and maybe he actually has some valid reasons for not wanting us to leave, but again, I don't really agree with that. I think we should be allowed to go out and about, so... Yeah, but anyways, that'll be it for today's episode. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves out there, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.